Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, all U.S. Constitution protects all lives matter. And good evening to our dear President, Donald J. Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and all those in his cabinet. It's we the people, for the people, by the people. Tonight we talk about these podcast individuals who allegedly seen the light, and as you've seen, Johnny A. Light didn't see the light. Gene Borriello, who was being hidden in MDC Brooklyn on J73 in the mid-2000s as the name of Melvin Garcia as a Latin King gang member. Jonathan Wagner, another New York State KSAC rat turned FBI-SIA rat. Now Dominic Cicali, who's out there harping on Joey Merlino from Philadelphia, a fellow Italian-American. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the founder of U.S. Constitution Protects All Lives Matter Incorporated. And as you know, or if you don't know, I was marked for assassination by the top echelon rat handlers by the name of Valerie Caproni, and their handle is Mr. A. Special Agent Del Vecchio out of the Eastern District of New York, and other agents attached to handling Mike Lloyd, a.k.a. Cowboy, a cellmate of a very high-ranking, alleged high-ranking member of a group of people out of Brooklyn. This individual, Mike Lloyd, I exposed him for a rat, and thereafter I was targeted for death. But thanks to my friends and some dear friends, close, that were Mexican, I am still alive today. But several attempts thereafter were made. I was serving a United States Navy sentence in the U.S. Penitentiary at USP Lompoc, and prior to that, USP Lewisburg, and thereafter USP Beaumont, USP Allenwood, FCI Ferriton, FCI Allenwood, FCI Gilmer, and was in different places. FTC Philadelphia, which I exposed the Cointel Pro operation, and MK Ultra, also in MCC New York. It's going to send shockwaves, ladies and gentlemen, because these individual podcasters are still doing what the FBI is allowing them to do, to try to cause disruption and tries to cause mayhem amongst different people on the streets. They were successful to do it with John Gotti Jr., which they allege that he cooperated, which I haven't seen anything yet on paper, but I know one thing: they're very good at making people look like an individual and to put it past them. And he allied himself with the Latin Kings. The Latin Kings are so, infiltrated by Spanish prison officers from throughout the country, just like any type of gang in prison. They take prison guards from different areas and do a pick and paste on pictures and put the individual gang member in what they call gang units to debrief. Well, when they debrief, they give up everything. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, they're starting to regroup in different areas, and it is sad to say this is why you see so many Spanish and other outsiders trying to jump on and get the Italians off the street because they want to take what's theirs. The same MO as they did with Sacco and Vanzetti. The same MO that Senator McLaughlin did when he passed the RICO Act. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you have, up to today, you have the Crips, the Bloods, which are so infiltrated also. It's not funny. But, again, ladies and gentlemen, the individual people behind the scenes are rogue, and I'm talking about rogue, FBI agents and BOP employees and state corrections officers who enjoy causing strife and mayhem and make money off that because during prison lockdowns, they get overtime. During strife on the streets, the FBI agents get overtime. The police officers get overtime. So again, ladies and gentlemen, they get a chance to rob the public legally by using the guise of overtime when they intentionally started the strife, just like these podcasters. There is no way Joey Molino's friend is compromised by Dominic Cicali. Dominic Cicali was compromised by a BOP prostitute who coerced him, then married him, and was screwing him in the prison, which is highly illegal. The same thing an assistant U.S. attorney did in the Southern District of New York named Jacqueline. She got Willie Boy Johnson, took her panties off, and told him, take a whiff of these because this is the only thing you're going to have that is closest thing to pussy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that vagina is strong, and Willie Boy Johnson flipped. Nicky Barnes flipped because somebody was screwing his girlfriend. And a whole host of other things. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just centering on Dominic Cicali and Jean Borelli, or I call her Gina Borelli, perché sono un grande sticchio. O capisci? O Dominic Cicali. Sono niente piccerille, sono un grande sticchio. Sono la casa di Florida. O sono un ruffiane, o sono la casa dei Bronx. Sono la forza, right? Ruffiane. Because the people that are feeding you information aren't just rogue agents, but there is one or two people in the Bronx that one of them was in Ferreton, New Jersey, or two of them, and we're going to find out if they're feeding you information. Because of 5 USC, 552A G1C, G4E5. And remember one thing, I was in Ferreton, New Jersey too. So anybody mentioned the name Kevin Rizzoli and is talking, I'm going to have your name. And that goes to the same thing in Philadelphia, Chicago, which I had an apartment. Okay? Staten Island, where I live today. And I invited many times these individuals to come and show themselves. You know? And it's not nice to defame a person. And I know Joey Molino for many years. Many years I know Joey Molino. I knew Ralph Natale too. Big piece of bullshit. He gave his wife of 72 years old, brought the girl in, had sex in their bedroom several times, and was leaving his wife for her. But she's in Staten Island with him today. somewhere we're trying to. He pops up every now and then. So I don't know if they moved him, but he was with his 2 grandsons a year ago by the Staten Island Ferry. So he's got to be living in the St. George area or Stapleton area. We don't care. I don't care. And the rogue agents should care, because they'll rat on you quicker than they'll rat on another rat. But they will be ratting on Obama. They will be ratting on Eric Holder. And they will be ratting on everybody involved in the situation with Kevin Rizzoli and the cover-up of the cases filed within the Southern District of New York, Middle District of Pennsylvania, and that false arrest warrant, etc., etc. And especially the false case and indictment under the Obama administration, U.S. versus Rizzoli 12 CR 550, tried before Judge Denise Coate, and tried by who? Damian Williams, as an assistant United States attorney in 2012 under the Obama administration. When Joe Biden took office, Preet Bharara stepped down and Damian Williams took the reins. A big reward for that Title V cover-up, which would have exposed a full-blown Cointel Pro Project M operation in MCC New York and FTC Philadelphia. But we're leaving it to Donald Trump, Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, and others to root out the rest of the rogue agents. The rogue agents that use falsified records and manufactured a United States Army career in 12 CR 550 and gave it during discovery, which should have been an automatic reversal. But unfortunately, when you have a cover-up, it's a cover-up. Denise Coate was more concerned with Jewish holidays than my speedy trial request, and she said that on the record. And said, Mr. Rizzoli, you want a speedy trial? You know Jewish holidays are coming up. I said, yes. I want it. Oh, you're going to get one. And that's exactly what she did. She joined in on a cover-up. Or was it she already was in on a cover-up? We'd like to know. And we'd like to send a judiciary committee to investigate and panel an impeachment hearing on not only her, but Judge Swain, who covered up a lawsuit against Barack Hussein Obama and Black Lives Matter movement, Antifa, and others. So again, ladies and gentlemen, support the United States Constitution, support United States Constitution Protects All Lives Matter Incorporated, and support Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance, Kash Patel, and the Attorney General to rid Washington, D.C. of all the vermin who have infested both the Congress, Senate, the court system, and the FBI. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless all the Rizzoli family in Sardinia, Italy, Sicily, Argentina, Brazil, and in Staten Island, New York, upstate New York, and all around the globe that deserve it. Thank you very much. God bless you. And stay strong. La forza. La famiglia Rizzoli tenga sangue puro. Tenga sangue puro. Damine Cicali e tenga sangue vergogna, sangue di sbirro. Ciao, buon viaggio.